Another great episode of Supergirl, and Kara is one step closer to escaping the Phantom Zone. But should she be trusting Nixie Spitlick? We'll find out. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Sibz West Coast, East Coast Siblings, where we break down your favorite movies and TV shows. Tonight, we are talking episode 3 of Supergirl, my favorite superhero show right now on the CW. Better than The Flash, although The Flash had a really good episode tonight, so we'll see. Hopefully, they both end up good. Before we get started, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that you don't miss, and let's just jump right into it. So, this episode deals with M'gann. She got hit with a super blast, and she had like an easy job as an actress tonight. She just had to lay down for the entire episode. But John is able to, I guess, capture her soul while they're still fighting off these wraiths, these phantoms, right, from the Phantom Zone. Obviously, Team Supergirl, they're working on their end to try and get Kara back, but the phantoms are giving them more than a handful, and Kara needs to make her way back as more phantoms could possibly be making their way back to Earth. There was a scene in which when John saved M'gann, one of the phantoms got really close up to him, and John was able to fend him off. But, you know, is it possible that he was able to possess M'gann even? Who knows? That remains to be seen, but right now, Team Supergirl is definitely on the struggle bus. Speaking of Team Supergirl, we have Lena Luthor, who has tried to play some kind of 4D chess with Lex, taking over his company and draining it of all of its assets, only to find out that Lex Luthor plays dirty like nobody else. He sets a fire, okay, in a children's hospital to the Luthor wing, a place where Lena had done all of the upgrades, so probably blaming it on some faulty wiring. But at this moment, Lena just realized how far Lex is willing to go just to win and to be right. So she finds her victory, her own victory, in just walking away, kind of admitting defeat and realizing that that was going to hurt Lex more than going toe-to-toe and back and forth with him ever would. Now, unfortunately, this is the best thing for Lena, but is it really the best thing for Lex? No. I mean, Lex is going to keep doing what he does. His character is not going to change, and Lena is kind of the only person, or was the only person, who could kind of thwart his plans or have say and power in LexCorp to be able to stop some of his evil agendas, or at least get some inside information. But now she's kind of put herself out of the game, and in doing so, I think she's given the team a blind spot to what Lex is doing. As you know, he's always after Supergirl as well. And of course, speaking of Supergirl, she remains in the Phantom Zone for yet another episode, but I really do think she might get out in the next episode. I don't know, fingers crossed. But in this episode, she meets Nixie Spitlick. Okay, the daughter of Mixie Spitlick, the famous Superman villain who constantly was giving Superman a hard time. In fact, his powers, being a fifth-dimensional being, actually surpassed that of Superman's any given day. But more often, he's not interested in killing Superman. He just wants to inconvenience him or put him through these traps and these puzzles. And the way Superman would always beat him is by getting him to say his name backwards, Mixie Spitlick. And when he did that, he would get taken back, he would get sent back, forced back to his own dimension, the fifth dimension. So I say all that as a little bit of background. Nixie Spitlick is his daughter, surprise, and she ends up being banished by Mixie to the Phantom Zone. Now here she rediscovers how to use her powers. It seems she always had her powers. She thought that she was useless or didn't have them, but it was really due to the way that she was treated her whole life. And I guess in this prison of the Phantom Zone, she actually found her real freedom. So they were probably trying to play with some kind of word pictures like that. But once she got her powers, she was able to quickly find the people who captured Supergirl's father. And of course, this all happened while they were trying to escape the Phantom Zone by catching a ride on one of the Phantoms, capturing a Phantom. It didn't work. And Supergirl's dad ended up getting captured. But honestly, it's like, but I mean, her dad had pretty much given up on life anyway and was kind of resigned to living a meaningless life. So at least this kidnapping brings a little excitement. Hot take? I don't think so. So Kara and Nixie free Supergirl's dad, and at that point they devise a plan to use Nixie Spitlick's powers, her new magic powers, in order to find the special anchor that the Phantom Zone has tied to our reality, and this is what she's thinking is a possible way out. Kara thinks this is actually a legitimate way out, while Nixie Spitlick was unaware of anything like that. So either one could be right, but for Kara's sake, I'm hoping she's right. But if not, I'm sure Team Supergirl at some point will get around to getting her out of the Phantom Zone. I'm tired of, in general, these heroes being sidelined in the CW. I mean, we experienced that with The Flash. It happens sometimes with Arrow too, where like their team became more than them, to the point where they would get sidelined or not be as consequential or important of a character. And they would often do this by hitting at their ego or having them, have pity parties while the team gets to go and have their adventures and things like that. And Supergirl has a great supporting cast, but, we're here for Kara. And especially in the last season, I would hate to see them start to go toward a let's focus on everyone but Kara approach, because this is the last time we're going to see her wearing the cape, at least as far as we know on the CW. Speaking of the CW superhero shows, The Flash came out tonight as well, so you don't want to miss that. Our video, me and Sydney's covering that show, is already up, so a link will be somewhere here on the screen or down in the description below. So check it out, hit the subscribe button and the bell. We already like the same kind of TV shows, so you might as well just hit that subscribe button. We got a ton of shows that we're covering, and we're always taking suggestions, so let us know in the comments below any shows you'd like to see us cover. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode.